They start on the ground with Geis. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Geis with a carry on second down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
31-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun is Minshew. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Flushed out right. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
He's going to let it go again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a run with Geis. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Titans' 1st down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
CJ.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Titans. Phillip Lindsey. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It'll be Minshew again. He gets it in the hands of Geis. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
6-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They got his man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 36 yards on the play. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete to
that one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On a screen, this is Evans. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First down, Tennessee.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it in.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Yards to go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Let's get off the field. 37.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hey, exit. 55 mark, 55.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Out of the gun is Minshew. Flushed out right. Able to complete this to Chenault. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Titans 24, Jaguars 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Minshew, he's going to keep it himself. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
Minshew with a throw complete to Shenault. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey. 55, Mike 55. Hey, hurry.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, Minshew. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a carry for Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own